Science, Light and Vision, Grade 6, Unit 5. Light is a form of energy that is closely linked with human life. We see things around us because of light. A photographer needs good lighting to take a photograph. The beam of light from a headlamp of a motor vehicle could be directed to view objects at a distance when using telescopes, microscopes, when watching a cinema. In these instances, we use light energy. What are the requirements for seeing? Look at this picture. Sunlight falls on the flower. The flower reflects sunlight in all directions. Sunlight reflected by flower enters our eyes. How does light travel? Light travels in straight lines. Experiment. How do we know light travels in straight lines? Look at this picture. Now try looking through a bent hose. The light from the candle cannot reach your eyes. This shows that light does not bend but travels in straight lines. You can try this activity at home. To see an object, it should be illuminated. Light should come from the object to the eyes of the viewer. The path of light should not be obstructed and have to have a healthy eye. The light falling on the object should bounce back to reach your eyes. This bouncing of light from an object is called reflection. Next, we are going to discuss about sources of light. Objects which emit light, they are called luminous objects. Objects which do not emit light, they are called non-luminous objects. Here are some examples for luminous objects. Sun, burning bottle lamp, burning candle, lighted bulb, burning chimney lamp, stars, lightning, firefly, hearts, some mushroom, glowworm. Non-luminous objects: book, tree, table, stone, chair, earth, moon, planets, bed, bottle, fan. Now we are going to separate the luminous objects as natural sources of light and artificial sources of light. The sun, stars, lightning, firefly, some mushrooms, glowworm, and deep sea fish, anglerfish. They are natural sources of light. Then artificial sources of light: a burning bottle lamp, burning chimney lamp, burning lantern, a burning candle, burning coconut oil lamp, lighted bulb, and gas lanterns, hearts, mercury lamps, sodium vapor lamps. The objects which can produce their own light are called luminous objects. The objects which do not emit light are known as non-luminous objects. 5.3 Transmission of light through objects. Transparent substances. They are the substances which allow light to pass through them easily and through which we can see clearly are called transparent substances. Translucent substances. Substances through which light can pass partially, but through which we cannot see clearly, are called translucent substances. Opaque substances. Substances which do not allow light to pass through them are called opaque substances. Shadows are formed due to these substances. Look at this picture. It explains clearly the transparent, translucent and opaque substances. All light passes through transparent substances. Some light passes through translucent substances. No light passes through opaque substances. I have given you some examples for transparent, translucent, opaque substances. Transparent, clear glass, pure water, air, colorless polythene, colorless cellophane. Translucent substances, oil paper, unclear water, colored cellophane paper, frosted glass or decorated glass, fog in the air. Opaque substances, wood, metals, brick, paper, stones. You can add some more examples for these. And then you can do activity 5.3, which is given in your textbook. 5.4 Light rays and light beams. A narrow path in which light is transmitted is known as a light ray. Here I have drawn a light ray. A light ray. A beam of light is formed by the combination of a large number of rays. A beam of light. A collection of light rays. You can draw parallel lines to show a beam of light. Activity 5.5 given in your textbook. Rectilinear propagation of light. Look at this picture clearly. You are able to observe the flame of the candle because the light travels in straight lines. Light travels in a straight line. The holes are in a straight line. When you change the position of a cardboard, you cannot see the flame. Then you can do activity 5.7 and 5.8 given in your textbook. Now we are going to discuss 5.5 applications of light. Here are some examples. Some applications of light. Photosynthesis, to give a clear vision, to give signals, for communication, in the medical field, for entertainment, for illumination. Photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process in which green plants use sunlight to make their own food. Photosynthesis is necessary for life on Earth. Without it, there would be no green plants, and without green plants, there would be no animals. What are the necessary factors for photosynthesis? Photosynthesis requires sunlight, chlorophyll, water, and carbon dioxide gas. Chlorophyll is a substance in all green plants, especially in the leaves. Plants take in water from the soil and carbon dioxide from the air. Photosynthesis starts when chlorophyll absorbs energy from sunlight. Green plants use this light energy to change water and carbon dioxide into oxygen and nutrients called sugar. The plants use some of the sugars and store the rest. The oxygen is released into the air. Photosynthesis is very important because almost all living things depend on plants for food. Photosynthesis is also important because of the oxygen it produces. Humans and other animals need to breathe in oxygen to survive. Some living things other than plants also make their own food through photosynthesis. They include certain types of bacteria and algae. To give clear vision, we receive light from natural sources as well as from artificial sources of light. Here I have shown you some different types of bulbs that we use today to get light. Illumination. Various types of bulbs with different colors and patterns are used in different countries to illuminate occasions. Here are some examples. In marketplaces, in shopping complexes, advertisements, and some other occasions, we use various types of bulbs with different colors for decorations. Vesak lanterns, Vesak pandals, Christmas trees, Deepavali festival. You can add some more examples and paste pictures for these instances. As signals, I have shown you a lighthouse here. Traffic lights. What is a lighthouse? A lighthouse is a tower, building or other type of structure designed to emit light from a system of lamps and lenses and to serve as a navigational aid for maritime pilots at sea. Lighthouses mark dangerous coastlines, hazardous shoals or reefs, rocks and safe entries to harbors. They also assist in aerial navigation. Traffic light song. Twinkle, twinkle, traffic light, round the corner, shining bright. Twinkle, twinkle, traffic light, round the corner, shining bright. For communication, fiber optics, telephone. Telephone messages are transmitted through optic fibers. Telephone connection networks across the main cities of Sri Lanka have been built using optic fibers. Optic fibers are used to connect computer networks and high-standard audio-visual equipment. They use optic fibers and laser rays to send telephone messages and to maintain internet connection. In the medical field, a laser produces a very narrow beam of light that is useful in many technologies and instruments. What is laser? The letters in the word laser stand for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. The letters in the word laser stand for light amplification by stimulated emission of radiation. Now you can see a laser beam here. Laser beams are used to treat eye patients, in heart operations, to treat wounds in the digestive system. Then optic fibers to observe the interior parts of the body. That is called endoscopy. You can see a picture how an endoscopy is used. Optic fiber is sent through mouth to the stomach, and the doctor can observe a video. To light the rooms in tall buildings, optic fibers are used, and light is used for entertainment. Here are some examples. Musical shows which use light, and toys, ornaments which use light. That is the end of the lesson. Science worksheet. First one, match each word to a definition. Transparent, opaque, translucent, absorbs, emits, reflects. Light bounces off, light can pass through, soaks up light. Light passes through but it is scattered, so you cannot see clear image through it. Blocks light, creates a shadow, gives out light. You can copy these exercises and do. Number 2, what are the conditions requirement for seeing an object? Number 3, the objects that emit light are luminous objects. The objects that do not emit light are known as non-luminous objects, and write them down in the boxes. The sun, table, burning electric lamp, chairs, stars, the moon, clothes, planets. Number 4, figure A shows how a candle flame is observed through a straight tube. Figure B shows how a candle is observed through a bent tube. Number 1, when do you see the flame? In situation A or B? What is the conclusion you reach from these observations? Number 5, put a correct mark for a true and a cross for false. Sun and stars are sources of light. If no light falls on this book, you can still see it. You see things when they reflect light towards your eyes. Whenever the path of light is blocked by an object, a shadow of the object is formed. Your shadow formed by the sun doesn't change throughout the day. We can use the sundial to tell the time at night. Question number 6. Name these 3 sources of light. Bouncing of light. It is formed when light is blocked by an object. You have to complete the exercise. Thank you.